Oh, okie dokie, okie dokie. Uh-oh. We got some more sorting to do. We got some more sorting to do. The Lumberzack. What's up, dude? What is up? Woo. Gotta shake out the tiredness, man. We got some bulk. Long-time listener, first-time commenter. I appreciate you commenting. What is up? Hey, man, serial lurkers are one of my favorite things ever. So, appreciate you chatting, but feel free to just hang out, man. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good day. Weekend is almost here. Got a fat stack of mega evolutions to get through now. Yo, what's up, Don? Hope you're having a good night. Good Thursday night. Hope all is well. Damn, how much Destin Rivals did I put in here? What's up, Bronze? What's up, McBride? Mob, what's up? Lately, I said screw it. 15 cents and above are hitting eBay. Yeah? It'll work. I did, you know, I was starting to have a little bit of slow sales on eBay once my bigger stuff went, but I forgot I never turn on coupons. So I just started like a buy 2 get 1 free and a buy 5 get 5 free. And then like a buy, I think I started like another one too. I can't remember. Working on a 106 card order, not fun? Dude, that is the funnest. You're talking to the wrong person about that not being fun. Love it. Every time I pull out a card I paid a penny for that someone paid a quarter for, it keeps it that's what makes it easy. That's what makes it fun. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Love the video of you explaining. Why is this not staying? How you are going to do exactly what you want no matter what. I appreciate it, man. I still think I went a little too haywire, but I don't know. I was in my feels about it, so that's what I have is buy 2 get 1. I'm pretty sure once I do that and then I actually turn ads on, some of this stuff is going to start to fly and I won't hate it. Your sorting needs an upgrade? What are you doing now? Is eBay your main Zach? Yeah, it's like sometimes when you like when you're post rage and then like you get clarity, kind of like post nut clarity, but you know, post rage clarity. I sat there and I was like, you know what? I don't care. And you shouldn't either. I don't care if anyone grows faster than me or does better than me or whatever. It's all arbitrary. And whatever. There was talk about Omega sorting last live. I missed the explanation. I can't tell if that's a troll or not. I mean, I know you're talking about, but I don't know how. Uh-oh, there we go. The once a night overlay screw up. The Omega sort is a slow burn April Fool's idea for next year. Omega sorting is sorting with your cards backwards and upside down, and you just have them in your box like that. And then we started talking about it, and then we started thinking like, man, that'd be a pretty cool April Fool's idea. So now we're thinking about other things to do with it and get that kind of out there, so that way next year when it comes up, me and I'm going to try to get a bunch of other people to do a video about it. A nice coordinated effort. Hey, you know what? I didn't even like my own damn stream. Good call, Zach. But yeah, that's all it is, Ranger. Nothing serious. But hella funny. I think it's funny. I'm gonna be telling so many people about it that it may not be a, you know, more people might know it of the joke than the actual joke itself, but there's plenty of time to forget about it. Now it's gonna be a slow burn. So, outside of, I have 1,500 cards listed that need alphabetizing. Do it now, man. That's what we're doing now. Besides Don and his amazing 1,000 card order, what's everyone else doing tonight? We sorting, we sifting, we listing. What are we doing? What we be doing? Yo, what's up, Tiger? Heyo, what's up, cats? What's up, girl? SS. Oh, man. This diet, well, just like not eating like an asshole has really made me very tired because I'm not constantly eating sugar. So I apologize for all the yawning you will be enduring for the remainder of the night. Sifted Magic, nice, nice. Listen to some magic. What's up, Drew? What's your guys' what is your guys' shifting for? What are your guys' sifting for? You do 15 cents, 25 cents? I mean, I probably shouldn't, but I kind of go a little lower with Magic. I'll go down to like 10 cents and 5 cents sometimes because there's still like playable cards at that level. But that's getting like really spicy. You don't necessarily have to do that. Well, and I kind of list everything anyway, so it's whatever, but I wish I understood Magic more. It's a lot, but dude, play like just like learn how to play on MTG Arena and stuff. Or just go to websites that post deck lists and you can just like figure out what's playable, what's not based off of that. And that's what I do with Pokemon. I still don't know how to play Pokemon, but I'm always scouting deck lists for the playable stuff and packing orders from yesterday and today. Nice. Yeah, I still have. What do you guys do? I usually wait. Like, I'll wait 3 days, sometimes 4, before I drop all my orders off. and I usually prepare myself that one or two people might say, hey, have you mailed this out yet? But I don't like making daily trips to the post office. So I try to limit it to 3. Sometimes a 4th sneaks in. What are you gonna do? Thinking of taking my inventory and starting over, too many mistakes being made. How many total cars do you have listed, Don? I mean, I've done it like twice. As long as you're willing to put in the work to get it relisted, I don't see why that's a problem. I'm doing 20 cents, but I've thought about going to 25 cents for a sifting floor. That's not bad. Wait, is that your floor price or your sifting floor? Or is it both? Howdy, folks. Yo, what's up, Mups? Trade diet tips for bulk tips. Used to be 355. I'm now 220 and doing strongman vids. Dude. I used to be at my lowest. I was 210. And I'm actually going to try to find a picture here real quick. This is me. And I'll have to share it in my Discord too, but photos. I'll catch up on chat in a second. I gotta find this picture. All right. This is me, 2026. All right. You want to talk about bulk? I think I was like 210. I had hair still. It was an amazing year. So not that I'm saying that your tips aren't going to be that aren't going to work, but I just am addicted to food. But we'll get there. Strongman competition though, that's awesome, dude. You have to let us know how you do. How low you will pulling for Pokemon? I don't know if I know what that means. But I'm pretty much going back to listing everything to a certain extent. Looking for those drop boxes outside my office. Well, I do too. There's a post office right next door to me, but they are pretty shitty when it comes to plain white envelope stuff. So I have to drive like 20 minutes away to the post office that gives me no resistance whatsoever. So sometimes I get a little... I usually drop my eBay orders off in it, but like bigger TCG ones, I'll throw over there. How are we sorting? I thought we were Chaos now. No. I'm going to start trying Chaos with Yu-Gi-Oh! And experimenting with like the freer version of Sword Swift on the side, but I'm definitely always going to be Alpha all the way. Over 4,000? I would say if you're finding errors, I would go ahead and nuke it. 4,000 shouldn't take too long to list over. Hiya, Bronze. Yo, what's up, Sleepyhead? How you doing, dude? Dude, I stuff my mailbox full daily. I had 3 1,000 card boxes stuffed in the other day to ship. That's awesome, dude. Sifting floor price is down 9 because I'm just on eBay now. I got it. Okay. That works. I do every other day usually. Yep. I should do that. I should do that. Oh, for bulk, for how low am I willing to pull for bulk? No, I'm doing everything, Kate, or Cats. But instead of doing like everything to where I had like 200 copies of a card, I'm gonna probably do like 20 or 30 so I have everything, and then I will just like have an extra inventory to the side that I'll pull from if I need them, and then that will all be like bulk out ready if I need to. Yeah, dude, Quack, we were pretty serious back in the day, dude. We were doing 3 to 4 miles of running a day, gym 5 days a week religiously. We'll get back there. I've only made it once this week, but we've done pretty solid on the diet side, which anybody knows the diet thing is the most important. So bulk beyond. Yo, what's up, dude? Yo, what's up, Craig? That sucks. I can just drop them off at my complex mall. Yeah, it's just because with my TCG player orders, I get a little too... They're thick boys, and I don't want to deal with anyone's crap. And, I mean, the people that are there are really nice and sweet, so it's whatever. Take the scenic route once or twice a week. I try to organize it so I go Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday or Saturday. So, like, 2 or 3 times a week, essentially, but... We're already... I'm with you. Chaos and eBay and Manipool, Alpha Sword on Pokemon. Well, I'm pretty sure even if I like Chaos, I'm still going to do Alpha Sorting. It's just kind of like the way my brain's wired. I just like it more. But I'm trying it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because I know absolutely nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! So I figured I would just try a platform I don't know how to use on a sorting system that I don't know how to use with a game that I know nothing about. And just like learn 3 things at once. Now back to your listing everything. Are you doing eBay now? How are you deciding what goes on eBay, what goes on TCG Player? So, good question. There's not a particular formula, but more than likely, like Cosmos Hollows and like your, you know, base set or your reverse hollows that might be like 40 or 50 cents on TCG Player, or like older Sun and Moon stuff. Those cards might only be like $1, 49 cents, 50 cents, but they'll go for like $4 or $5 on eBay. Those things I'll do eBay. And then like Cosmos Hollows, stuff that's like 15 cents, 25 cents, I'll put those on eBay. It takes some filling out. It really does. And then I'll probably split some of the better stuff between both of them with no real particular rhyme or reason. And then the bulk stuff is going to go on TCG Player. Even like Sword and Shield reverses and hollows, I'll probably put them on there. It could change, but rough. That's the real rough picture of it. Blew my TCG Player inventory and have been using my scanner to put everything into eBay now. Hopefully, it's the right decision. If it's not, you can always change, man. It's hard to keep that in mind, and I waffle on it all the time too, dude. And it's just like, worst that happens is you got to spend a little extra time rebuilding it, but you'll be fine. 3 things I don't like discussing: politics, religion, and sports web pricing. Solid. Now that you're let's see, we had that. Did someone say religion? Yeah, what's up, Performed? Someone did say religion. The bulk religion, the bulk God. The goal should be getting better than you were yesterday. I know it's cliche, but I've been trying to stick to that day one mentality. Like tomorrow's day one, tomorrow's day one, tomorrow's day one. Bronze, I just hit level 4. Tim, hand claps for Tim, level 4. How are you listing updating your inventory quickly? There has to be a faster way than manually entering everything through the inventory. There is, but if you just got to level 4, I know you're probably not going to want to hear this answer. I would say do things manually for like a couple months. Really just, you know, kind of perfect your process of doing it manually, because even when you have machines, you're still going to be doing things manually. You know, you're never going to escape it. But, you know, there's the Rico scanner. There's other stuff. I tend to do, like, what I've been doing is I'll hand sort stuff all throughout the week. And then on my 2 days off, that's when I'll list. And that's when I'll make all my eBay listings. So that way I don't have to worry about listing during the week. I can just get as much sorted as possible during the week. And on the weekend, just blast it all on there. But as you can see, I mean, I've got a Fujitsu and stuff, and I'm still hand sorting crap. Like, it's inevitable. You're never going to escape it. I'm sorting tonight, listing on Teach Better Tonight. Let's go. Yo, Sleepy Dreepy. What's going on, dude? I'm waiting. The weight loss went from 280 to 229 in 6 months. Holy shit. Not that 280 isn't a large number, but for it being on the lower end of stuff, like under 300, to still be doing 10 pounds a month, that's insane. That's really good. I'm happy for you, man. That's great. Yeah, menu lets you focus on the process and figure out what exactly. If I went straight to machines and stuff, I would have never realized that I freaking hate chaos sorting. Because listen, between now and 6 months from now, you'll probably blow up your store twice. You're going to list your cards on one place and then delist half of them and put them somewhere else. And then you'll watch a video and you'll think, maybe I'll give that a shot. So don't go, I know it's hard to not go like full bore, but like you know, do it, but also do it within reason, so that way you're learning along the way and figuring out what works for you. EMS. Is that jacked? That's jacked. Well, soon I'm gonna make an intro video and show my $60 refurb scanner I got off eBay. That's what's up. Hey, scanners are scanners. That's what I figured. I watched your live yesterday and saw you sorting, so I know there's still to do. And listen, when it comes to sorting, I'm definitely, you know, I'm probably in the minority for how much I actually sort. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm in the minority for how much I sort. A lot of people just sift and do whatever. I don't know. You've heard it 1,000 times. This is what I like to do. It makes me happy. I like having everything. I just like to have a very wide variety of stuff. Once we get things cranking on TCG Player again, we're going to have some thick boy orders that we'll get to go look through and... Oh, absolutely, Sleepy. That's a good point, too. Going into the cards. So, like, whoever it was that was saying, like, they weren't very familiar with Magic, if you're sorting Magic and sorting Pokemon all the time, you'll get familiar with cards, what sets the cards are from, you know, sets to look out for, this, that, the other. So there's, like, other hidden benefits to it. Yeah, that's huge, dude. You have a lot of like extra skin problems, Sleepy, because that's, I'm not dumping on that much weight loss, but I'm worried about being 41, like, you know, the elasticity starts to go away a little bit. So I'm kind of worried about like a loose skin issue, but I don't plan on blasting like 30 pounds a month. So I'm probably like overthinking things I don't need to be overthinking. But I digress. TK. If you guys are enjoying yourself hanging out, it's always helpful if you you know, play with the like button there a little bit. Just not too much. We don't want to get it overly stimulated. Not sure if anyone didn't know, this is... Yeah, no, I know it is. I've fallen for that pitfall a number of times. Cat's Core, Shiny Shadows, goated in my book. You need the YouTube handle that just says you're just flat out goated. Yo, chat, what's up? DZ, oh, Disaster. Appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. I think you meant at Craig. I did not lose. Yeah. I couldn't remember who it was. Yeah. Yo, Bulk Beyond coming in with 10 jewels. I don't know what a jewel is. I'm sorry, but that's great. That's fantastic. I should probably do more research on what these things mean. Otherwise, you're the best. Never required, but greatly appreciated. I will have emotes someday. But let's pretend like we have emotes, and let's throw in some W's in the chat for my friend Bulk. W's in the chat. Woohoo! We're gonna do this like Twitch in 2021. W. Just spam it. There we go. Yeah. Hey, they make funny noises, and it's cool. I like it. I have emotes. They're older, but I have to get them redone. But I got sub badges, the whole nine. I just gotta keep not forgetting. Howdy. What's up, Joe? Joe Little. Fucking Joe Little. That sounds like a old Western nickname. There he is. Joe Little. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. You do have Slidic emotes. One sec. It's when you're a channel sub. I think that's on Twitch. I have them on Twitch. I just don't have them on YouTube. And if I do, they're not formatted correctly. Yeah. Oh, they are. Sweet. Boom. There we go. They are there. I never thought I uploaded them, but I did. But yeah, they're kind of older, but they're still cool. I like them. They're my first ones. I had some like someone I knew at one of the stores I used to work at was messing with that type of stuff, and I was like, she needed like practice, and I was like, I'll pay you, and you just do what you can. And then it ended up being pretty solid for a first timer shot. So I was like, okay. The patina on like your first, you know. Once I get updated ones, I'll probably never use them again, but I'll always have the file to remember what once was. Uh-oh, that's an R. And that's an H. That is Ascended Heroes. That was a rough couple of cards there. Oh my god, what is happening? MLCMSRSLHSJRXMRNC. Hey, cutie, nice haircut. Thanks, I did it myself. Something like that? I don't know. I'm being stupid now. I'm trying to hit on my married friend. I hope it worked. I bought a case of Fab today to break down for singles. Those boxes are stupid cheap. They are. They're also a little top heavy. Did you get them? Okay, you got a case. Okay, at least you got the case. Because I think it's like the legendaries are like 2 per case. So if you get luck, you can very much get unlucky and get the 2 boxes that don't have them, and then a lot of times you're screwed at that point. But if you got a sealed case, you should be good. That's the good thing about not having hair, is that you can just buy a $10 pair of clippers and then just go to town like once every week. Once a month or two, I do go and, you know, treat myself to a nice old-fashioned head shave. There's nothing better. Nothing better. K-N-R-S. Anyone else sitting on some Gengar or reverse hollows and hollows from pure perfect order to go? Kind of. I mean, they have that one promo that's like a little bit, that's a little much, but I'm sure they will one day. It's a pretty sick art. Yeah, but even if you sell everything at 4, you can still be in the green, but it'll just take a long time. Well, yeah, that's true. But that is the bulk game in essence, right? You know? Get 60 to 80% of your money back relatively quickly, and then slow dime it the rest of the way down the finish line. Doing anything for the holiday weekend, family having cookout or anything? I don't know if they're having a cookout, and if they do, I might stop by for like 5 minutes. This is my life. I'll probably go over there. If they do something, I'll go over there for a little bit, but I wouldn't stay long. I have so much stuff to do. And they're all pretty understanding about it. I just, today was a particularly shitty day at work, and every time I have one of those really shitty days, it reminds me how much I need to be not doing anything else and just doing this. It was pretty dumb. $0.60 ain't bad, dude. I just broke down a compendium of Wraith case. Pretty good value. 3 cold foils per box and 1 marble for the case. I did not recommend opening the Antuka Deep. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Which marble did you get? Did you get like one of the spicier ones? See, man, I got like $5 when I have sold the pack for 50. Yeah, it's got to be a little careful when it comes to sealed stuff, but you live, you learn. That's the thing, man. It's like a lot of people don't realize that. Like when you take a shot at opening and selling stuff, a lot of times the loss isn't really like a huge loss. A lot of times you just break even and you're fine. You might lose a couple bucks, maybe 10 or 20 bucks, but like if you get it for low enough, it's, you know. What are you doing? You got anything going on, Brian? Any fancy Jacksonville things to go do? My job takes care of me too much to go full-time teaching reselling. Hey, I don't blame you. Nah, Bron, you need to come down and sort with me. We can have a co-stream, and then we could have the wife just kind of like dancing in the background for, you know, aesthetics. We could like tip her with bulk and just like someone come in, donates a sub. When they donate a sub, we make it rain bulk. I would donate to that. CPT. That, and I don't want to say I'm afraid of fireworks, but I've been around our friends and my dad too much, and too many things have fallen over and just like sprayed everywhere, that I'm not like the biggest proponent of standing outside in the shitty humid heat and dealing with that. No thanks. Learning that with Chaos Rising, but that's why I buy me 1 or 2 packs for myself, then add the rest of my PC. That's solid. Make a lot of my job, but I'm so ready to retire in the next few years, and teach them would be a fun thing to keep me busy. Yeah. Yeah. That's the dream, man. We are both off tomorrow. No real plans tomorrow, but going to the beach on Saturday. I go to Mississippi for work next week. Guys, my buddy Boom Sauce, he's an IRL friend. Do you want to guess what this guy does for a living? 4-day weekend for me? Yay. I wish I had one. And listen, just in case you decide to go for it, no, he does not do sexual favors for a living. Because that would have been my first guess, because Boom Sauce kind of has like, it sounds like, you know, Boom Sauce. Stripper, not a professional one, but he does do the odd party where clothes do tend to come off. So I will give you I'll give you a silver medal, solid start. Can someone tell me why I'm in a Q card uploader again? Do you all have something else to do I'm uploading here? It happens sometimes. Well, I've noticed that whenever it happens to me, it's at night. He not only drafts plans for power plants, but then he goes in and blows them up afterwards. That's right. He builds them just to destroy them, and he gets on a very big power trip when he's able to help give communities lots of power, and then just takes it away. What do you like more, Brian? Do you like building them more, or do you like destroying families' will to live? Because I mean, I've always had a little bit of uneasiness in your ability to nuke a family of four's power supply, but second part's a lie. He does power plant stuff. He's pretty cool. He doesn't have to deal with all this cardboard crap. I say that like I don't want to deal with it. I love it. I love it as much as I love lamp. And I love me some lamp. Site walk and 3D scan on a power plant, then blow it up, then have to resign it. Exactly. That's how you stay in business. That's how we stay in business. Create your own market. It's all the Lorcana fangirls scrambling to scan and offload their overrated cardboard. Facts. I did get a 26 color card from one of the packs, but overall pretty bad. My Marvel was Rhinar, not the best, but I'm gonna have to piece. Okay. We give power, not take it, Elamine. Sometimes we just take their land, but oh, you take their land. That sounds worse. You taketh. I hope that whatever you take isn't from marginalized people. That would not be a good look for your company. Look, I know they're not, but you know, he will turn into Homer Simpson one day. He just doesn't know it yet. He's one of these assholes that has a nice head of hair and it never leaves his body. I'm over here struggling with what I got, and this motherfucker's got a John Stamos head of hair that never dies. You love carpet? Nick, are you just pointing at things in your house and telling me that you love carpet, or do you really love carpet? Can't wait until next week. Got 4K Magic cards on the way. Still need to get through some of my bulk I have now. Any tips on finding playables? Yeah, go on sites that list deck lists and check out like your top 8, top 16 deck lists of bigger tournaments, stuff like that. And especially if you like know nothing, I love carpet too. I didn't know you were a carpet guy. That's interesting. I thought you were more of a squeaky clean tile kind of guy, if you know what I mean. You make him sound like Bison from Street Fighter. Kind of is. He could even do that spin attack thing. Frank, is that a trident? Where'd you get that spear? It's the ghost of General Cornwallis? Little wiener though? Dude, 3 inches ain't small. That's average. Three inches in Florida is like a 7 everywhere else. So I think you're packing just fine, buddy. I think we're doing just fine. Prismatic? God, there's so many cards that are not supposed to be in here. It's almost like I suck at preliminary sorting. I prefer rugs. Carpet sucks and is tacky. Speaking of rugs, would you guys stay sub to the channel if I got plugs? I would never do that. But I judge people that have plugs. Because there's never a serious situation where that's ever a valid option. Honestly, I don't get why people have such a big deal when they start losing their hair. It's like, just embrace it, man. It ain't that big of a deal. And there's some chicks that dig it. And some dudes. That's just not my thing. But you get a nice bald head. You can be winning. I mean, if you Omega sorted, you wouldn't have a problem. You're right. 8-bit coming in clutch with the... Yeah, you're right. You're right. What am I doing? They have the 3 letters on the bottom to tell you what set they are. Oh, yes. Yeah. Talking about Fab. Ooh. P. Do. Uh-oh. Oh my god. MNMMG. I made a short for a crappy eBay binder I bought. Ended up having a Japanese Sabrina scan card, a base set, 2 hollow Zapdos behind it. Yeah, that's a nice surprise. How's the condition on them? Are they crispy? Are they jacked? Oh, I thought we were still talking about Fab. That was so good. Oh, that was actually funny. Thinking back on it, it was funny. I'm not trying to placate you. That was funny. I just had to make sure you got the laughter that was due. I can't leave you hanging like that. I actually learned something new sorting a little while back. Let me guess. You learned that if you turn your cards upside down and the back facing you, that it's much easier to sort. We call that in the industry Omega sorting. Is this what we're talking about? I would imagine it has to be. Heavily played, but still pretty cool. Yeah. I already have it played out in my head. Like, I'm gonna make a whole video about how I pull orders using the Omega sort, and I'm gonna have these cards like pre-sorted and whatever, and I'll be like, and I'll know like the fourth card is a Gengar. I'll be like, see, you can obviously tell by the sheen in the corner that this is a Gengar from wherever, and then bloop, and then I'm just gonna, it's gonna be like a 5 to 10 minute video. It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm like actively writing down ideas that I have for when the day comes. I cannot wait. Beep. Oh, shoot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't talk about Omega sorting. You're right. Rule number one about Omega sorting is you don't talk about Omega sorting. Rule number 2 about Omega sorting is you do not talk about Omega sorting. I sometimes couldn't tell if they were reverse hollow or regular hollow, and I found it's a black filled in on the set name. It's hollow and it's gotcha. Mark them like poker players. Yeah, I'll just mark them with different scents or something. So actually, I wanted you guys' opinion on this. Next week, because I have a hard time getting videos done daily. I'm gonna try to do most of them during the weekend, but I thought about like doing like daily videos where I'm like packing my orders in my warehouse, and then like just shooting the shit for 10 or 20 minutes or however long it takes, just talking about the day in general, not necessarily any specific topic. You'll have to let me know what you think, because I'm probably going to do it all next week. And I'd be interested if you like that kind of thing, if you don't like that kind of thing. I'm just trying to think of other kind of unique things to do. Once I get a tablet or like another computer or a laptop, I'm probably going to start doing some streams from there. And I could even like every couple nights stream doing orders. I just don't have another way of like doing chat and stuff. It's the only reason why I haven't done it yet. Why does this card smell like strawberry jam? Oh, that's because it's an Alakazam. What? Just shush. Shush and trust me. You should do like 3 or 4 videos on the weekends about subjects for the week and post them daily during the week. That was the goal of this last week, and then I kind of didn't, but yeah, I'm trying to get to that point because like I have 2 days of the week solid. My eBay challenge day and then Sunday morning conversation. So I only need 4 to 5 for the rest of the week, so it shouldn't be too hard. And then that opens up the potential for like a 2 video day if something fun comes up or another topic comes up. Almost kind of just, I'm thinking of just like a what sold today kind of thing. Just, hey, welcome to What's Sold Today, where we just talk about cardboard and pack orders for 20 minutes. And I don't know. We'll just try it. If you guys like it, cool. If not, then we'll just stop it. I'm trying not to get too content brain, but also it's like now every time I do something, it's like, maybe I should be recording this. And I never thought I would get that way. But I also don't want to like just blast 8,000 things out there for no particular reason. You know? Anybody else using Cardboard now being slow for me tonight? Gotta sit in the queue to upload. Yeah. I think they're just a popular little boy and girl today. We're at 9 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes for tonight. I think we can get to 20. The best part about living in your own place is if you don't want to get up and put it in the trash can, right now all I have to do is this. I kind of want to go pick it up now. That was way too lazy. Way too lazy. We back. My cord from my microphone is just long enough that when I fuck with it too much, it you know. Okay. As I was saying, the goal would be to get to the point where it's like a series a day, and then like if anything else comes up, talk about it. But like not to the quartering level. I love watching him though because he's a dumpster fire and it makes me feel better about my life every time I do. Which sounds mean, but like he does it to himself. So every time I think it could be worse, I watch him and realize what worse actually is. And that's just great. It's fantastic. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, I thought this started over. On to the next. Do 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 do. That is everyone who checks him out. His drinking, not drinking. Yeah. It's. I do. I mean, I really don't feel for him. I get it because I still have the urges to. But can you imagine like getting to that point where even if you're putting out horrible, gross slop, to make the amount of money he was making and to throw it all away on something that he was completely in the wrong for? Insane. I got an order at PSA and it's supposed to be done in 5 days, but it's still in assembly. They're going to be so behind on everything. Yeah, I've had one in assembly for like a week, but I also don't have the money to pay for it yet, so I'm not too worried. I know you can just be like, hey, you guys took forever, so I'll have the money in a week, and they'll be like, okay. But it's still like, it's gonna be a long 6 months. Long 6 months. Oh, that reminds me, Craig. I'm starting a donation fund, $25,000 for an RC racetrack on my balcony of my apartment. Feel free. I watch that shit like it's my soaps. Like my soaps. I watch it all the time. I don't even like the guys that he was beefing with that much, but watching them make fun of him is even better. You either live to be a hero, you either die. Wait, what's how the saying goes? You either live long. No, you either become a hero or live long enough to become an internet lolcow. That's a worse death than death itself. Yo, Craig coming in with a $5 super chat. We are now $5 closer to our $25,000 goal for an RC racetrack on our balcony. Thanks, dude. I will make sure I send you updates on that as we grow. Thank you. You're the best. Boop. You guys got any Oh yes. I thought I messed it up, but yes, you're absolutely right. So good. You guys got any big 4th of July plans? I forgot the 4th was this weekend, so I said I was gonna stream Saturday. It may not happen depending on if any plans do come up. But there's gonna be so many fireworks displays around me, I'm not gonna have to leave anywhere. This is Zora's Domain. This sounds like Zora's Domain. It's not. Close. Here, I'll touch my Prime sub. I didn't know you were on Twitch. Yo, that's what's up. Yeah, I started a Twitch channel like 5 years ago.
That's what you said.
Game Cubing has joined the Derp Den. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the Derp Den. Appreciate it very much. We are now $5 closer to our $25,000 RC racetrack that will be built on our balcony. Thanks, Drew. You're the best. Yeah, I for like 6 or 7 months did a giveaway stream on Twitch where all I did was give away Pokemon. And then nobody claimed anything. And then I stopped. It was fun though. One of my really good buddies on Twitch, his name is ADL, A Dark Legacy. He's been doing it for like 6 years, just nothing but giveaways. Bronze. Hi, sir. Yeah, what's up, Bronze? What's up, Bronze? What's up, Chico? Not sure if we were doing anything this weekend. I always find out last minute. Me too. Will you add a claw machine to it? Yeah, I think we can do that. But it won't be a simple claw machine. It will have to be the Cadillac claw machines. Dude, would you recommend do any percentage above market on tissue paper bulk? I never did. I just set it for 15-cent price floor, market price. Because even like seriously, like if you added 20% onto a 15-cent card, it's gonna add like 2 cents. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do that. I'm gonna DJ a pool party my complex is having at our resort. You DJ? That's awesome. My boy is a fucking DJ. Freaking foul. That's the extent of my DJing. Are they paying you, or is it just like a volunteer thing? Like, community party. Let me come and spin some tunes. I don't think I've ever known a DJ. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. Oh, I'm going to a DJ pool party. I misread that. I thought you said you were a DJ. When you get drunk, give it a shot. There's no better time to learn a skill than being drunk, so just pull up some turntables and figure out what you can do while you're thing. What's your go-to drink? In my heyday, I was a simple man. It was just a nice Jack and Coke or a Crown and Coke. When I would get really like, we wanted to make these nights count. We would all pitch in on the ingredients for Long Island's and just do Long Island's all night. In my early 20s, when we partied really hard, Jaeger was definitely my go-to. I would carry around that stuff like a beer, and I would just sip on it warm, and it was disgusting. But there was no easier way to get girls to come to you other than walking around with a giant bottle of Jaeger. Oh, can I have some of your Jaeger, please? Sure. Why not? Oh my God, thank you. You're so awesome. I know. There's a pool party in your pants and I'm invited? Yes. Christmas hath come early. Sounds like karaoke on hard mode. Hey man, the best rewards usually come on hard mode, so don't threaten me with a good time. Red Bull and vodka, nice choice. Vodka, Red Bull will always be ruined for me from Jaeger bombs, but yeah. I'm 32 years old. I'm 32 every year. I say I'm too old to drink it, but I love it. It sounds really cringe to say I miss it, but I do. I miss the good stuff that comes with it. I don't really miss feeling like shit the next day, but and it's not even just getting wasted, like just having a couple cocktails and just kind of like powering down, playing some games for an hour or two. Like I miss that. But like guys, even a year later, I'm still dealing with headaches. Every couple days, I'll just have one out of nowhere, and it's like, when will this torture end? And I honestly, sometimes I'll think like, hey, what if I just had one sip of something, and then like maybe that'll calm it down? But I know I don't want to go down that road. But for as long as I had been drinking, whether it was responsibly or not, I know one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna go. And it's gonna be beautiful. Hold up. Wait a minute. Just don't do Four Loko. Yeah. Have 911 on the we're gonna start that over. Just have 911 on standby. I remember I drank half a can of that once and I thought I was going to die. Shit's disgusting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Edward 40 Hands is always the worst next days. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's weird? Is I never thought I would get to the point where I would just like give it up. Again, that feels really weird saying, but like, you know, as long as it's not negatively affecting your life, you go for it, buddy. Once it starts to negatively affect things, that's really when you have to take a step back. And it was starting to for me, and I had to, you know, I have 20 years under my belt. I'm going to be able to make the next 20 okay. Fuck, man. When I went to that wedding a couple months ago, when it came to like the champagne toast and afterwards, and everyone was getting just completely lit, and I was just like, this sucks. Like, I wanted to so bad. Even when like we did like the groomsmen stuff and we were doing shots, and it's just like, I wish I could. And for the most part, there wasn't any peer pressure. There was a little bit of egging on because like they're your bros, but like, and it's only because I know these guys for so long that like all the memories of like what would happen during that stuff would come back, and it's like, yeah, I want part of this. But let's just say one of my favorite drinks after one of my first drinks, and after that weekend where I didn't remember anything, but yeah, I don't drink anymore. Yeah, good. My rule is I never drink alone. That was my rule for the longest time, and then I started using. I would drink alone, but I would like game with people. I never really considered that alone, but it is. And then, because like when you drink alone, you start getting into this like I don't need to be around anybody type thing, and things start getting a little weird. It gets really easy to just like be by yourself. And that's already easy for me to just like be, you know, ride solo. So it made it even easier to just like stop talking to people and just whatever. Hey, you Bronze. Yeah, what's up, Johnson? How are you doing? We're going to have some cards going up this weekend, buddy. Keep your eye out. And when you do, I'll make sure I screw something up so that way I can give you some more free stuff. My boy Johnson here has been coming through the store buying some like Sun and Moon promos, and I completely fucked up a card. I was so mad. It's only one card now. I was still just like, God dang it. You guys ever work at a store or like your job, and it's like the weird dichotomy where it's like you don't want to mess up on people that are regulars because they're your regulars, but also if you do mess up with your regulars, it's always better because they're never going to cause an issue. So you want it to happen to the people that aren't regulars and they're jerks, but you know you don't want to mess up for the jerks because they're going to give you the most shit. Like, I find it very funny how that all works. I think that's a very interesting dichotomy when it comes to just customer service in general. Ooh, Sun and Moon promos? Sun and Mood promos? Probably more just reverses and stuff. Reverses and hollows. I think there's some random... I found some more of those Giratina promos. The place I moved to, it's like a retirement... It's like a retirement for people in their 20s and 30s with their own bars and restaurants. Jesus. That's great. When worked retail, I would memorize people's lotto numbers. They would come in so much. That's pretty solid. Was there ever a situation where they would check you and then you were wrong? Or like better yet, like you memorize them, you get a number wrong, and that be the week that their numbers hit, and then they freak out? I doubt that would ever happen, but could you imagine that kind of scenario? The shitstorm that would be. That'd be pretty funny. TV. Oh, don't tell me that. Yeah. I might actually have some to the side over here. This is all moderately played stuff. This is the stack I gotta try to get through this weekend. This is too big. Too big for my hands. This is the stack that I'm gonna try to get up this weekend. All of it's moderately played. Some pretty solid cards. Ooh. Ooh. Wee. This camera orientation. It's not too bad for Mile of Play. Oh. Yeah, not too bad. Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon. Oh, that's XY. Yeah, this stuff should have been listed like a month ago. I was a cake decorator at Walmart and made me hate it. Oh, absolutely, dude. What else? This is some regular Sun and Moon. I just sold the reverse hollow of this guy for like 20 bucks. Snorlax. That's probably closer to HP. Yeah, this is probably still LP. There's some blemishes on there, but Skyla, nice little MP. What would you guys think that is? That's probably HP. No, I get a little liberal with my conditioning when it comes to older stuff, but there's no like dents. I still think that's MP. You guys let me know what you think. Yeah, pretty solid. But yeah, this is like Saturday morning. This is my first thing I plan on doing. Is that. I'm so glad to see someone else sort by hand like I do, dude. We love doing things by hand here. I mean, we want to do things smart, but dude, break out a sorting tray and come hang out. I'm all about hand sorting and getting into the dirt. Yeah, it's probably HP. You're probably right, Cap. I thought that I put it in the MP pile, and I was like, I'll just throw it in I'll throw it in MP. We'll consult the star charts. Oh man, was that a Radiant Collection one? Yeah. The store that I forgot to zoom this out. The store that my buddy owns, that's like I don't know if you ever remember me referencing like when he sells me cards for like $225 flat. That's some of the stuff that he'll sell me. He'll pull out all the $10 and up stuff and he'll just throw that all in the box. A lot of it's moderately play, heavy play, lightly played, but he'll be like, hey, just give me $225 a card for everything. Yes, sir. It's a sweetheart scenario. I just yeah. Man, working at bakery deli with all women is not cool at all. I wanted to make a joke, but I want to make sure it's okay because you are a woman saying that, so I'm allowed to add on to that, right? So I have a pharmacy, one of our sister pharmacies near me. It's all ladies, and they finally got one dude in there, and it's like solved everything. It's just like completely leveled out the estrogen in the room. Very funny. It's funny how that works. It's like when they say the cock in the hen house, it's like, it can be degrading to some, but it's true. It's like, the things, not to say that they're not worth worrying about, but the things that women worry about, sometimes, let me say it this way. The things that men and women worry about all have validity, but it depends on the scenario that you're in. And sometimes, especially in work settings, it takes one dude to just kind of level out the not that guys can't be catty, but you know, girls can get a little cray-cray when it comes to other girls. I don't think that's out of bounds to say. Because dudes, we could get mad at each other, and then just not talk to each other for a day, and then the next day everything be fine. You girls like to hold grudges, not you specifically, but girls like to hang on to some stuff. If I speak, I be in big trouble. Nah, we know you're not a baby. We just want to make sure we're not stepping on any toes. This is a lighthearted place. We don't want to get too in the sauce, too crazy, Because what's not crazy for some could be very crazy for others, and we don't want to find that line, you know. I'm in IT, all guys. We deal with the CSR girls daily. Try working with the other kids out of college with UR, and dude, I know like every generation says this about kids before them, but kids nowadays, like the 16 to 22 year olds, holy crap, what the hell were they raised on? That is some pure insanity. Something in the water. Like in school, we had, you know, you always had the rough crowd of kids that would always give teachers a hard time, but seeing some of the videos that come out nowadays is Jesus. They all look at me like I'm the old man who in every adventure film tell them all their secrets. The fact that you're 31 and they look at you like you're that old is crazy. 30 is like the new 20. Wrong stack. How many cars list on cheap TCG Player before you start considering your side hustle a business? I consider, even though this is a side hustle, I consider it a business. Because it is. I'm buying stuff, I'm selling stuff. The ultimate goal is to have an LLC, which I plan on doing by the end of the year. I try to look at it as a business now because I try to treat it like everything, all the money I make, I put back in. I'll take out some stuff here and there if I'm short for bills on a month because I'm like really tight with my personal finances. But I treat it like a business because I want to give it the respect that it deserves, and toe the line of being serious about it. Because sometimes if you say it's a side hustle, you may not take it as serious as if it was, this is my business. Most of them are 24/20 and bitch about the dumbest shit. Office fights, and I'm like, oh man, I do not envy you at all. Thank you for fighting the good fight, kind sir. Have a seat. Have a seat, Craig. Tell Dr. Bronze what's going on. Plus 100? Yeah. I only get to bitch behind a computer screen in my house. Thank God they don't hear me. I wish they did. It'd be nice if sometimes the things you say people could hear without getting all poopy. Bro, I know all the dirt about everyone in the office and who hates each other, and I'm just trying to go home. Yeah. You could play Littlefinger. You could just like play in the shadows and just pit people against each other and then get them all out of there. And then don't even get me about Sarah. Why? What'd Sarah say? You wouldn't want to know. No, tell me. Well, not for me. I heard this from Dale. But Dale said Sarah is a poop face. That fucking bitch. You didn't hear it from me. I'm just the messenger. They're doing their thing in your cubicle. You're just sitting there clicking your fingers like Mr. Burns. They get in a fight. They get fired. Everything went according to plan. It could happen. In your professional opinion, is there say a goal X of amount of cards listed? I totally get what you're saying though. That really just depends on what you're trying to build. I went really hard in the list everything thing, and I went a little too crazy because I was getting to the point where I had 120 of these, which there are some Pokemon that you can get away with listing all of them, and someone will come in and buy them all, but no one's gonna come in and buy 180 Crispin trainers, right? So I'm kind of going down the route of I want to have 20 or 30 of each card listed, and then have an organized alpha sorted back stock. That way, if I ever want to bulk it out, I can. It's all bulk, and I don't have to worry about delisting it. And then I always have extra to add in. But the number you want to get to is really just on how big you want to go. I got up to 180,000 cards listed at one point, and I'm telling you, the things that go and the orders that you get, I mean, I would get one to five master set orders a day of 100 to 200 cards. Just knocking out master sets, knocking out this, knocking out that, ordering every single copy of a particular Pokemon. Excuse me. Something there's so many calls from the girls downstairs that I just reboot the phone. Do you have to listen to them complain about why their phones aren't working? That's funny. That's funny. Boom, a prospect just texted me, yes, to close a deal I've been chasing for 5 months. Not gonna lie, I love to start. Oh, that's great. What kind of deal, dude? That's awesome. Everything takes an hour longer than it actually does so I can watch YouTube. That's great. That's called time management. Dude, I had so much Prisbulk recently, I was thinking of sending you 500 Carmines. Yeah. Trust me, when Twilight Masquerade came out and my name was on a card, you don't understand. When you go to touristy things and you have all the coffee mugs and the keychains with everyone's name, my name was never on those. So to see a Pokemon trainer with my name on it, I was like, that's what's up. Finally, some GD respect. But yeah. I went really hard in the paint. Then I, sold it all and started trying to do other stuff. I really like doing this stuff though. I think it's unique to literally have everything. Not that many people do it because it is a little less money for a little more work. But especially after that little blow up about Sword Swift and the knucklehead that came in and started talking trash. I miss it. I like doing it. We're gonna do it responsibly. We're gonna get to this bigger stuff over the weekend, so this will be kind of like side stuff to the things that we need to do. But there's a way to make this all work together, and we're gonna figure it out. And you guys will be along the way. The spelling of my name wasn't never there either. Cats? Is cats short for something? I work at a tech startup and sell software. Craig is never on any stuff. Really, Craig? You're right. I mean, you're probably right, because fuck Craig. What's the deal, man? You just said you got this giant deal closed. You're not telling us what it is. That's rude. Is it like enough to where you can like pre-order some celebrations ETBs? Perhaps? Perhaps? Yo, Bronze. Happy to catch you. Happy you fell in my hands, Carl. What's up, dude? I'm glad the information earlier helped. Good luck. Our friend Carl here is on a might have a big consistent bulk lead coming up soon, which would be pretty sick. Wishing the best for you. I definitely hope to hear what happens with it. You said you find out this weekend, dude? I can't remember already, even though it's been like an hour. Celebrations 15th anniversary. Gonna need the 3 Sun and Moon GXs that will be in there. Caitlin. Okay. I was thinking Caitlin. I love cats, so cats was always my nickname I made up. I've never been a particular cat fan, but the one cat I do give a lot of respect to is the tabby cat. Just because they're usually not insane and you can just love on them unconditionally and they won't budge. No, it's just like a 140K deal to a hospital in Texas. I definitely can't afford 30th. That shit is like 600 for an ETB. I know. I'm gonna hope that I can guilt trip my LGS that I buy stuff from all the time for like one at like not $600. But if not, there's plenty of ETBs I don't own that I can catch up on for the PC. Honestly, like outside of business stuff, man, I just want to be able to collect responsibly. There's so many cards I want to get from my personal and master sets that I just can't. And it's like, by the time they're going to become affordable, they're not going to be affordable because they're going to be old. And it's like, fuck. Can we just chill out for a little bit? I don't think it's asking a lot. Yeah, going to one of them to talk to the owner tomorrow and spoke to the owner of the other one this afternoon. She's going to shoot me an email. Nice. Nice. The diabetic cat I have is a tabby with extra toes. How many extra toes? Because that could be like 1 or like 10. I doubt it's 10. But, you know. I hear it's supposed to be printing more than all the other mega sets combined. Did hear that too, but I have no faith in what the damage the scalpers that can do. Where do you source your yellow border cards? Seems super hard to come across right now. I don't source anything specifically. I just say I want bulk, and then I go find it. And then whatever's in there is in there. There's usually a mix of you know, yellow border stuff. But I would say that the ratios in the last several that I've done have been a little lighter. But... And honestly, guys, like, you know what's funny is the only reason why I even started getting into bulk was to make master sets. It was much easier to buy like 5,000 cards, find the cards I want, and then bulk them out to someone else. Because like getting the reverse holos and stuff was like the hardest. And then that's when I started collecting again. And then I was like, I used to sell stuff before. Why not give it another shot? Two extra back toes? That's awesome. Like the one that's up on like the heel? Or is it on the actual... oh, no, that's the nub thing. Okay, yeah. I had a Calico Cat that had 12 toes on each foot. Wow. GameStop are the scalper final boss. They will sell the 30th anniversary at scalper prices, and people are gonna buy them, and their problem is gonna go on and on and on and on and on. Sad. Very sad. Gotta love you, a toxic Avenger Cat. I am the biggest cheap F, so having a TCG store lets me buy cool stuff, then make money on it, so I don't feel bad wasting money. True. True. I'm gonna try to like egg this guy on to like sell it to me for MSRP because I'm not gonna open it, but I buy enough from him, like no questions asked, that I don't know. I'm the same way. Would rather spend my money locally, but have to go bronze and TJ. I have to go bronze and TJ to source some of the S&M cards I need. Nice, dude. Have a fun one, man. I'll have some stuff posted over the weekend, so hopefully it's stuff you need. If not, I appreciate your patronage and support as always, my friend. Happy 4th. May the bulk be with you. May the bulk be with you. Yeah, the litter this cat came from all had extra toes. That's awesome. Do you think the other bulk buyers offering 25 plus will be punished when the bear market comes? I never experienced it yet. Potentially. It just depends on what they're using it for. Cause like there's guys around me that buy it for like 30, 35, but they're like, they have contracts with bigger companies that they're trying to get like millions of cards. You can still make money spending $25 to $30 on regular stuff. I don't want any part of it. But like when bulk crashed during COVID, like after COVID, it was about where it was now, like 2.5 cents a card. And then it went down to like, I think the lowest I ever saw it was like $7 to $8 per thousand for Pokemon. That being said, you know, RNG Games isn't starting a new store, you know, so, you know, the cat's out of the bag a little bit when it comes to bulk. But, you know, when it regresses, everything will regress to a certain extent, and then we'll see where the ashes lie. That's sweet. I legit put everything I buy online as long as it's not sealed. I would struggle to buy a $100 shirt because I'm like, my old one's still kind of okay. Yeah. Especially now that I'm back into the weight loss thing. I own 3 shirts and 1 pair of shorts, and I'm not buying anything until I need to downsize to a new size. Yeah. Part of me wants to master everything, including Sun and Moon, but it's like hard to do it now when everything is going crazy. They'll always be out there, though. There'll always be ways to get these cards, so it's not like it's got to keep reminding myself to not have FOMO when it comes to this stuff. They'll always be out there. Yeah, but it's gonna be so worth it for you, man, when you get it done. I'm excited for you. Very, very excited, yes. Oh, where's this box going for now? We're gonna put you right here. No! I just chipped my tray. That sucks. I've had that tray for like 2 years, and I've just got my first chip in it. I've mastered Hitting Fate, Shining Legends base set, and Guardian. You have like the shiny collection for Shining Legends too, dude. That's pretty bonkers. That's actually pretty sick. Some of them things ain't cheap. Get this stuff stacked up to make myself a little room for doing my little bit of other chores before we go Betty bye. Do 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 do. Burp, burp, burp. Uh-oh. Wink. You were right on the not getting new clothes. Nothing I have fits anymore, and I'm trying to wait until, yeah. I'm not trying to impress anyone either. When I go out, I have that blue button down. I have that blue button down. I have this, and I've got, I think, one more button down, and then it's just a bunch of undershirts. Because I'm an undershirt guy. I wear undershirts literally everywhere. But like, I weigh myself tomorrow morning, and I'm posting it on Monday. We might have like a 7 to 8 pound loss week in our grasps this week. That might happen, which would be sick. It would be pretty dope. It's been hard, man. It's been hard not eating like a jerk this week. I like eating large quantities of food way too much. Way too much. I'm a polo guy, but I have no style, so I just... Yeah. Shiny was the first Charizard I ever pulled in my life. Oh, wow. That's a good one to be your first. I found the Cosmos Hollow Pikachu Costco exclusive from a Canadian seller. Damn. That's a good find. Do. Alrighty, guys. A little bit of a short, not really shorter. We usually go 2 hours. It's 1:45. Got a little bit of other stuff I gotta do tonight before I go to bed, so we're gonna cut it short just a little bit. We will be, I don't know what game yet. More than likely it's going to be Legends of Arceus. Could be something else, but we're going to be doing some gaming this weekend on my gaming channel. So if you want to come hang out tomorrow, Bronze God Gaming, and then I'm going to start doing some general, Let's Plays and playthroughs on that for fun. So if you want to come hang out and play some games and not talk about cardboard for a little bit, you're more than welcome. Yo, what's up, Jonas? And then I'm trying to think. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I hope you guys have an excellent night. Sorry, Jonas, you're just coming in at the end here, but we'll catch you all later. Have a good night, and have a... That freaking sucks. Oh yeah. Johnson available eventually, but it's just right now it's just nutty. Like, it's impossible to do stuff. But we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Have a happy 4th. And if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. It's in the links of a lot of my videos. Chat, have fun. So peace, guys. Have a good night.